How to frame in side control. The most important thing is trying to get inside control, because if my arms are stuck on the outside here, my elbows are open, they can easily attack, or they can easily isolate my arms above my head, and then they can go to mount or go to back control and so on. The most important one to start with is the one into the hip, and it's also the easiest one to get in. So from here, I'm just gonna move my shoulders a little bit to the side, slide down, and then I'm gonna keep like my forearm and my wrist into her hip. So don't try and push with your hand, just keep the forearm into the hip here. Now on the other side, if their head is a little bit too low here, I'm gonna turn my hip out to the side, because that means I can pull my elbow way further back compared to if I'm straight to the ground. It's hard for me to get my elbow back and in front of the head. Gonna pull the elbow back, loose wrist and get in front of their neck. And then from here, I can get a good frame. When we get these frames, we can normally like block our opponent, and then I can move myself away from them. So instead of trying to push them away, just think about blocking them where they are. And now I'm gonna shrimp, push, shrimp to the side. And now I'm gonna slide my knee into their hip. And when you come to here, try and just get like the front of the knee instead of getting your entire knee across their stomach, because sometimes it feels awkward to go all the way through. Knee is in front of the hip. I'm gonna extend my body away from them because it's gonna break the grip they have on my head. So I'm gonna extend away from here. If you still feel it's annoying here, the one that was in the hip, gonna go in front, push, and now I can keep them out here. Opposite leg is gonna go down and in front of the shoulder, put the foot on the hip, and now the other foot onto the hip. Either we just stay in open guard or we pull them back in and go to close guard. So from this side here, I'm gonna move my shoulders out, come into the hip and block, slide out to the side, so get up onto my side, elbow comes back and in front of the face. If there's not enough space here, just a little shrimp more, and now pull your knee into their hip, extend fully out, come in front and block their arms, and now again here, if you have a hard time getting underneath, just put the foot on the floor, do another shrimp out, come in, circle up, so you get into their shoulder joint instead of being now, because if your knee is down, they can collapse your knee in, and then they can annoy you with that. So when you come in here, just get up to their shoulder joint and block. Either hook their back or put your feet on their hip and other foot onto the hip here. Either just come back to here or pull them into close guard. One thing you're gonna experience a lot of the times when you're escaping side control the normal way like this is people gonna try to put pressure on you, because sometimes they open up your elbow and knee connection and get into your body again. So from here, when I slide out and I kind of connect underneath with my elbow and my knee, when they start putting pressure on me forward here, there. Two ways we can recover guard from here. Instead of just getting all the way back to close guard, I can actually just use the one in the hip. I'm just gonna push the knee down or the heel down and then come in, and then we just catch half guard from here. Gonna slide out to the side. She's gonna put pressure on it. There's a lot of space. I'm simply just gonna slide my heel down and then just catch the half guard, pull her in, and now we can start working knee shields. If we feel it's hard to get in with this, or we don't feel of letting go with the pressure, is we can actually use the opposite foot to get in and hook their knee. I'm gonna come in, same position here. She's gonna put pressure on me here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get the outside foot into her knee here. And depending on how much space you got, either we just go butterfly guard from here, so just come into here, or if they keep standing on their feet when they're forward here, is we actually just kick our feet through and then we go to close guard from here. Now the same move, but we're just gonna go to close guard. Gonna get knee and elbow connection, gonna hook, and now I'm just gonna pull my foot through, slide out to the side, and then come back to close guard from here. When we gotten our good frames in and we start to push, sometimes your opponent starts to move into what we call scarf hold or kazakatame. So from here, when I push and I start to move, they're gonna drop their hip down and start to annoy me here. My first goal is to get this elbow in between our hips, because that creates space. So from here, if they grab my elbow here, simply just here, remove your shoulders, and then drop your elbow deep down. So don't just like keep it in front, because it's still easy for her to pull it out. So just when you get to here, drop it far down. Top arm can do one of two things. Either we just frame in front of their face, or if this arm starts grabbing our head, we can kind of just block it from here. Now we're gonna do just like we do in mount escapes. We're gonna slide our hips out to the side and get this knee in between the hips. It never works the first time, but just keep shrimping a couple of times. I'm gonna move and block her hip up to the side here. Still not enough space, so I'm just gonna simply shrimp again here. And now I'm gonna pull my knee in through the hole and then straighten my body out. Boom, here, and then we go to close guard and come back.